Deta to throw first for the Bull.
Semi-final time here at Women's Series event number 3, and a very intriguing clash here. A battle of generations, but also a battle of 2 players that have held the trophy of the Women's World Championship between them for the last 4 years. Beau Greaves, though, has been holding every single championship in regards to Women's Series for the last 15 events, and is on course to make it the Sweet 16. She has dropped just 4 legs today, despite running into the likes of Gemma Hayter and Lisa Ashton so far along the way. But Deta Hedman, having her best run of a Women's Series event so far this year, coming through with wins against the likes of Robin Byrne, and that quarter-final victory over Rhiannon O'Sullivan could make her a dangerous customer here for Beau Greaves. Certainly if Deta can find her best, but you feel 66. She's going to need to be at her very best.
Yeah, Deta Hedman, OB. Picked up her 250th rank title in Romania a couple of weeks ago. Still mixing it with the very best, but as you said, Beau Greaves is just on a different planet when it comes to these events at the moment, isn't she? We mentioned fatigue when it came to Lisa Ashton. We saw her at the start of the day. A reminder that Beau Greaves still has another 3 days of action after the conclusion of today. Players' Championship 1 and 2 available on PDC TV on Monday and Tuesday.
100.
And how much of this comes down to the fact of the action, the throw, making it easy, making it so it's just reputable all the time. And Beau Greaves has a very easy on the eye action, which doesn't look like it has that much wear and tear. It's not an aggressive throw, it's an easy throw, which means she should be able to sustain it for a little bit longer.
$54.
Yeah, you see in Players' Championship events, normally
80.
2 played back-to-back, and if someone makes 2 back-to-back finals, I always say how tired they are. There's an extra 2 events to get through on the Women's Series.
56.
Giving Deta the full respect there as well. Some players would have argued for the layup in that situation, but very well aware of the danger that Deta can take a shot like this out and potentially break the throw. Not going to go.
Yeah, these 2 know each other very
59.
well indeed, don't they, from their England days. Double 8 for a 1-0 lead.
When you looked at the draw today at the start of play, and you always look at where are the big names, where's the big hitters, where's the cream in the Women's Series, and it all 59. Was in that top half of the draw, other than the likes of Fallon Sherrick, who was in the bottom half, who is in semi-final action very shortly.
140.
Will be going up against Denise Cassidy.
Yeah, Deta Hedman looking to do something that she hasn't done since 2016 at the Jersey Classic in the final of 66. That event. And that is beat Beau Greaves. They've played 21 times and Beau has won 20 of them. Deta's win actually was in their first ever meeting.
55.
I can imagine that the majority of players you put in will have a very similar record.
55. 58. 26.
The positioning of that first dart is just perfect. Look at that grouping. But when that first dart sits up like that, you don't expect anything less from Beau Greaves.
Well, Beau Greaves isn't just one of the biggest 180 hitters in the women's game. She's one of the biggest 180 hitters in darts.
Game shot.
Just cruise control at the moment, isn't it, for Beau Greaves?
I don't know, keeping an eye on the other semi-final as well. Not sure how that first leg unfolded, but it looked like Fallon Sherrick was in cruise control. It's gone the way of Denise Cassidy.
Wonder if she checked the format before the semi-final started, just to...
I think so.
Don't make the same mistake twice, do you?
I know that she often...
180.
Deta Hedman piles in her first max of the match. I know she often sits with the likes of Robin Byrne and Katie Sheldon. I'm sure that they'll have been watching her last match, and I'm sure they'll be reminding her exactly how things go at this stage. Won't be making that mistake again, I don't think.
Interesting there on Beau Greaves. She hits the 180 with the opening throw. The first dart goes in the treble. Second one just below, and you get a little wince on the face. I think she's feeling good. She was thinking 9 there.
These are such promising signs ahead of tomorrow, aren't they? Again, unless you are the player who's drawn to take her on.
No one's going to celebrate that draw, that's for sure, tomorrow.
58.
What a leg this has been. To back up a 14 dart breaker throw in leg 2.
33.
You're right, though. I mean, she has got time. It shouldn't really matter too much, but I think it's one of those where she's looking at the numbers a little bit. This is where maybe she wants a little statement.
85.
I mean, the statement should come in the number of titles that she's racking up, really, shouldn't it? And the amount of legs that she's not losing.
4.
But if there has been a weakness in Beau Greaves' game, it tends to come when she's got 3 darts in hand.
$93.
Well, she was on for a potential 11
Game shot.
in this leg. Does eventually get it wrapped up in 17. She doesn't need to do any more at the moment, does she?
85.
Deta really struggling to live with her in the scoring phase.
As most people tend to do these days, yeah. She's off again.
140.
And like I said, you know, we don't want to get too carried away. It is, as you said, when she has 3 darts in hand, at times it can be a bit of an Achilles heel, and
40.
no disrespect at all to Deta, but if that happens tomorrow, she'll know she won't be afforded the same time.
I think that's where the game's going to develop.
Yeah.
That's where it's going to improve. This isn't the complete article of Beau Greaves. We're not talking about her ceiling, how far is it going to go. We are talking about a developing player.
Well, she said herself yesterday in that interview, I thought she spoke very, very well, actually, and she said
81.
that there are more levels to go through because of things like that. There are still gears that she's got.
Sounds like she's got a great plan as well for the year,
Yeah.
and again, it sounds like she's going to absolutely nail it in regards to plan to perfection.
When doesn't she, though? She's planned absolutely everything up to this point to perfection.
45.
With that, you've got to give credit to the team of people around her as well to support her in that way, because what you can get a lot of the time with support or backing is they want to rush it through.
Yeah.
40.
And they've just sort of worked at Beau's pace and worked alongside her. Big credit to everyone involved.
Yeah, I like that she's not fully committing either. She said, I might play development tour,
44.
I might not. There's no pressure on herself. Double 16 to go within one of another final
65.
is going to be back. Well, both semi-finals are now 3-0 because Denise Cassidy leads Fallon Sherrock by that scoreline. Let's hope she doesn't think she's throwing for the match.
60. Game shot.
But Beau Greaves is going to be throwing for the match.
Opening visit of all these legs for Beau Greaves has just been a statement and has made Deta Hedman chase from the very first chance she gets at the hockey. Well, she did return the 180 last time and does so again here. We did see Trina Gulliver dig deep, didn't we, in the previous game, 4-0 down, and ended up having match darts.
How surprised would you be to see that happen here?
On a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah.
9.5.
And that's obviously nothing against Deta at all. It's just Beau Greaves.
41.
Well, she's a great front runner. She's a great runner at any point in a match.
Didn't like that one. Well, just felt like she held on to the dart a bit too long, overcompensating with dart number 2. You could tell just by the angle of entry. Ended up releasing early. Sometimes you get those visits where you just can't quite find the release and the time, and you come back next time, you get to 140, and you go, what on earth happened there?
60. $100. $100.
Oh, that would have been a nice way to win it, wouldn't it? Needed the treble 17.
119.
Will she be back? The first real look for Deta Hedman.
She won't be getting a dart here to keep this game alive. Beau Greaves will return 3 darts in hand for another Women's Series final.
32. Game shot.
And it is
and the match
21
Greaves.
consecutive victories over Deta Hedman for the brilliant Beau Greaves, who continues her dominance on the Women's Series. Her search for a 16th consecutive title continues. She will return for the final against either Denise Cassidy or Fallon Sherrock. It's currently Cassidy who leads 3-1.